I'm Dr. Amber Love, and I work at Bush Animal Clinic in Albany, Georgia. I am a small animal veterinarian, so I take care of cats and dogs. A typical day ranges from surgery in the mornings to drop-off appointments and appointments in the rooms during the afternoon. My first job was working at a vet clinic in Thomasville, Georgia. I was a kennel assistant, so I worked one summer and then ended up staying there for about 10 years before I went to vet school. So I grew up with animals. I think I saved it. I think I opened a checking account. I was super excited about having a checking account, so I was like, oh, I can work with a bank now. So I can't remember of anything that I bought. I think I just went and opened a checking account. So I grew up on a farm, and I grew up with chickens and cows and things like that. So ever since I was a little girl, it was a dream for me to become a veterinarian. So I would splint chickens with popsicle sticks and things like that, and bottle feed calves. And then when I got older, I worked at a clinic. So I've always wanted to become a veterinarian. I think the human-animal bond is amazing, and I love being a part of that every day. So. If I were stranded on an island, I would have to have my dog Benelli. I would love her to death. I would have to have water. And the third thing that I would want to take, I would have to say maybe a Bible, do some reading. Well, everyone up here is very, very nice. So we have a great time up here. Everyone's like family. But what motivates me the most is every day is different. Like there's nothing that's the same. So every case that you see, you have to think about everything. You can't just like zone in on one thing. You have to be completely open-minded whenever you see a case because they're all different. I think the most challenging part of my job would be to like euthanize an animal. Just seeing that it's awful. It's a bad situation, but it's things that we have to do, and that's probably my least favorite thing of my job. My free time, I love to work out. Spend time with my friends and family. I have two nephews. Their names are Hayden and Declan, and they are my life. I love spending time with them. They make things so funny. I love spending time with them, and I like to go horseback riding. So I think you need experience. I think you need to make sure this is what you want to do. A lot of people feel that, oh, I want to be a veterinarian to work with animals. But there's a lot more to this job. So make sure that you want to do this. But if it's truly what you want to do, never give up. It's a long, hard road. It's 8 years of school, but you can do it. Put your mind to it, and you'll be successful. It's a great job. If I could have lunch with anybody, it would have to be my grandfather. He was very close to me growing up. He used to keep me. He had multiple sclerosis, and so he died when I was very young, unexpectedly. He got pneumonia and died in the hospital, and so I really miss him, and I think about him a lot. And I sometimes wonder what he would think about, to see, where I am today and how far I've come. So I think about him a lot and would love to have lunch with him and see him again. My favorite piece of office technology would have to be our laparoscopic scope. We do laparoscopic space here, and it's very cool. It's through a very, very small incision, and dogs bounce back really quick from it. They only have to have 2 days rest, and it's very, very interesting on how we do it. You do it through a scope, and it's just very cool. So you always have to have a backup plan. I was going to be a kindergarten teacher. I love little kids, love spending time with them. So I love making like arts and crafts and things like that. In kindergarten, you get to color and decorate things. And so I think I would have to be a kindergarten teacher if I wasn't going to be a veterinarian. Completely opposite directions, but I love little kids. So I would hope people would remember me by my bright personality. I'm very cheerful, love talking to people, and that I was very caring for their animals.